Good morning. When the end of the world comes, what do? Do we hide? Do we run somewhere? Watchtower's governing body wants us to obey their instructions. They say that our lives depend upon it. Is that the thing to do? Is that the wisest thing to do? The only instruction I can find in the Bible concerning that sort of situation is in Isaiah 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter your chambers, shut your doors behind you, hide yourselves for a little while until the fury has passed by. Now that obviously applied to the Jews, but it does seem to apply to the end of the world as well, because the previous verse says, your dead shall live, their bodies shall rise, and so on. So it's talking about the resurrection. And the verse after says, behold, the Lord is coming out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. So it does seem to be the cause of wisdom to enter into your house and shut the door. But remember, the angels can save you wherever you are. In Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 33, it's talking about wisdom. And it says, whoever listens to wisdom will dwell secure. He will be at ease without dread of disaster. So we'll all be in different situations. Maybe we won't be at home, because if we go to Matthew chapter 24, Jesus here, once again, is talking about his coming. And in verse 40, he says, then 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken and one left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one taken and one left. They weren't at home in order to be able to shut their doors. So we'll have to see what the situation is when it comes and see what wisdom dictates to us. Now this person being taken when the other one's abandoned seems to apply to a previous verse. Sorry, my eyes are a little bit not with it. 31. That Jesus will send out his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the 4 winds, from the end of heaven to the other. So the chosen ones, the elect, will be taken to be with Jesus. There's more information on that in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. But concerning the end of the world, Jesus said, then will appear in heaven the sign of the Son of Man, and all the tribes of earth will mourn. They will see the Son of Man coming on clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Now what that sign will be, we don't know. The only thing is, when it does come, we will know what it is. A lot of people will be very, very frightened, because it will be frightening. Because they haven't read this, they don't know what's coming, but we do. So where is the real place of safety? I'm going to put up a few verses with some pictures in a minute, but there's one that I want to tell you about. There's a little bit of a story to it, and it's Proverbs 18 and verse 10, and I'll read it to you from the Jerusalem Bible. Verse 10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The virtuous man runs into it and is secure. Now the original language says that the person who runs into this strong tower is put on high, which means that you're out of reach of any disasters, you're safe. Now the city of Plymouth in Devon in England has a motto, and it's this verse, but they changed it slightly. They had a bit of a problem, some centuries ago, and the Lord saved them. So the motto of the city is, the name of Yahweh, or Jehovah, is the strongest tower. It's in Latin, and it's put beneath the city crest. So it's a shame it's in Latin, but if you know it is, then look out for it if you're that way. There are other verses that I'd like you to look at. Our real safety lies in knowing our Father and calling upon him. Thank you so much, and God be with you. Psalm 27:5 from the Jerusalem Bible. For Yahweh shelters me under his awning in times of trouble. He hides me deep in his tent, sets me high on a rock. Once again, high as in out of reach, safe. 2 Samuel chapter 22 and verses 2 and 3. This is of David when he was saved from all his enemies and from King Saul. Verse 2. Yahweh is my rock and my bastion, my deliverer is my God. I take refuge in him, my rock, my shield, my horn of salvation, my stronghold and my refuge. From violence you rescue me. He is to be praised. On Yahweh I call and am saved from my enemies. Nahum 1 and verse 7. Yahweh is good, he is a stronghold in the day of distress. He calls to mind those who trust in him when the flood overtakes them. Psalm 37 verses 39 and 40. The salvation of the virtuous comes from Yahweh. He is their shelter when trouble comes. Yahweh helps and rescues them. He saves them because they take shelter in him. God be with you all.